The Pedri versus Bellingham debate is back. And people keep saying that Jude Bellingham is miles ahead. As you can see this post, football debates that never made sense. Jude Bellingham versus Pedri. Bellingham clears by a mile and it's not even close. But for me, that argument is the wrong argument entirely. And I'll be explicitly clear about why I think this is. It's quite simple. These two are not even the same player. They're not the same type of player. And for me, honestly, I think anybody who's knows ball just understands that comparing these two it's just like comparing apples to oranges. That's the reality. I mean, you have to really break this down to the molecular level, and I'll try to do that right now. Pedri is the controller. He dictates the pace of the game. He drops very deep to collect the ball off the defenders, off the center backs, or the six. I mean, sometimes he even ends up being the deepest midfielder. And he is the one who actually makes the pass, the final pass that unlocks the defense. Bellingham, on the other hand, is an advanced midfielder. Not necessarily a traditional number 10, but he's closer to a number 10, far closer to a number 10 than Pedri will ever be. He plays further up the pitch, arrives at the end of the move rather than starting the move. He's a box crasher by trade. That's the main difference between these two, and it's crazy to me how people cannot see this. It's clear as day, especially with the different styles that Real Madrid and Barcelona play. One of them builds the attack, the other one finishes it. That's not a hierarchy, that's literally a different job description. You can literally see it clear as day in the way that they play for their respective clubs and their respective countries and their respective selves. Like, you can see it. And, this is a common phenomenon in football, right? We've seen this argument a bunch of times, and it's come up with the great legends of the game, Xavi and Gerrard, right? Two great midfielders of the game. Xavi rarely scored because his main commodity, right? His main value of the team was tempo, dictating the tempo, right? And distributing from deep. That was his game. Gerrard, on the other hand, well, he was the midfielder that arrived late in the box. And he racked up an outrageous goal tally for a midfielder because his value was solely dependent on end product, not control. Another example is Pirlo and Frank Lampard. Pirlo just sat in front of the back four and literally ran games without ever arriving in the box. While Lampard built his entire legacy in those 10 seconds late runs into the box. And what did he get from that? Over 150 goals in his career for Chelsea. I'm going to, put a little bit of my American sauce in there now. Ranking Pedri against Bellingham is like a quarterback and a wide receiver. They have two completely different roles, and their metrics of success are measured differently. But obviously, everybody goes crazy for Bellingham because he scores goals, which wins games. But like I said, Pedri is a controller. Jude Bellingham is a box crasher. They're two completely different types of midfielders. But let me know down in the comments below. Would you rather a controller or a box crasher? And which midfielder for you is more valuable in the team?